think on. Christian, we good. Thank you. Not now. Okay. All right. If you're there, just wave. So we're just about to get started. I needed to log on here as well. Hey, just wave. I've seen Tyra. How you doing? How you doing? If you're on, if you're on. Mr. Collins, how you doing? How you doing? So I'm trying to set up a watch party in my thing, but I guess I don't know how to do it. Oh, hold on. I'll check. Oh yes, I've seen him. Yeah, he's right here. Yes, I've seen him. So hold on, let me set up a watch party. How do you do that? All right, so I don't know how to set up a watch party. I don't know how to do that. Yeah, somebody's laughing. Whoever is laughing, stop laughing, yeah? It's all right. I've got this, yeah, I'm good. All right, so yeah, there's no need really to do that anyway. You get me? Like, there's no need. Hold on. I think I've got it. Yeah. Yes. Eh? No. Come on. All right, guys. Sorry about this. We're going to get started now. I was trying to fix some technology here, but apparently I ended up in the wrong place. So do apologize. There you go. All right. So no watch party here. So forget it. So this one is, you know what, guys? I'm not going to do this. And in fact, I don't even want to embarrass myself. I'm going to leave it. That's it. I've left it. I'm here now. How you doing? How's everybody doing? Sorry about that. I was trying to set up on my Mac here. I honestly thought I had it. I was trying to set up my my watch party, and it didn't happen. Hey, Michelle. How you doing? Romano, Martha, Tyra, Vivian. I'm being given instructions, go to share option. Listen, I'll mess it up anyway. So, it's good. I mean, we're here now. So we'll record this and then, and somebody's gonna, I think it's okay. We're good. I'll just leave it. So today, my name is Danny. I'm CEO of Red 5. Also, I run other businesses, and I am the founder of Lose Your Mind, which is a tribe of people who are looking to, change their mindset, to live a better life, happier life. To whoever is laughing, I can see. I'll check after because I'll see those emojis of people laughing at me because you think I don't know. This is a Teddy Riley moment, babyface moment. Hey, Teddy. Hi, Teddy. Can you hear me? Teddy, are you? Teddy? Hold on. Baby face. Can you hear me, B? Can you hear me? Sorry, B. Yeah. If you didn't watch it, you don't know what I'm saying. Maybe you're too young to know Teddy Riley and Babyface. They're fantastic. Check him out. You got to check him out. Okay, so let me just adjust this so make sure that I'm in the frame. Hold on a second. Hold on. I think, Kevin, you're going to have to edit this video. This is really messed up. Okay, so we're here now. So I want to talk about the rules of engagement. How do we go from AIM to actually making AIM practical in our lives? Because a lot of the times we talk about things and we're creating this culture of what we call information junkies. So what I want to create with the help of all of you is for us to gang up and become a tribe of practitioners. We don't just preach, we practice. We don't just, practice, we win. So I want to make sure that, we're able to, hey, Ken, Ethel, how you doing? We're able to, Emily, we're able to actually go out there and actually walk the walk, talk the talk, and walk the walk. Because a lot of people say, no, Danny, I don't like talking. I just do things. I'm a practitioner. It's not adequate to just practice things. You have to be able to talk, because part of sharing what we do or how we operate in our lives that makes us successful, part of the success story is to be able to have a legacy of contribution and giving it to others as well. So this is really important. This is where we put the boots in the field, or whatever you want to call it. Yeah, this is where the rubber meets the road. Okay, so there's a term called return on investment. Its acronym is ROI. ROI, return on investment. You've heard of it, right? Okay. Can somebody tell me? Write down. You've been laughing at my technology, right? I want you to write this down. What does the acronym ROA mean? If you can say that, in the next 5 seconds, I'll send you a gift. So R for Romeo, O for Oscar, A for Alpha. What does that mean? So ROI is return on investment. So what's the ROA? What does that mean? Romeo Oscar Alpha. Yeah? What does it mean? If you know, put it in the comments. If you don't know, say shame on me, because shame on you, because you don't know. I know that you know return on investment is, everybody knows ROI. If you don't know, then, you have a problem. But listen, what does it mean when somebody says ROA? Romeo Oscar Alpha. What does it mean? All right. So nobody's laughing anymore. Yeah. So you're not laughing. So I can carry on with my conversation, right? Return on action. No. Return on action. I got one there. Return on action. No, that's wrong. So y'all can laugh. Return on application. No. Return. Okay. All right, guys, this return on assets. My goodness, where are you going? Okay, so I'm going to help you, because I don't want any more to. If you don't know, just say shame on me. Stop all this, right? So listen, we talked about AIM, attitude, intake, movement. Today, we're going to talk about the ROA of AIM. Get that in. The ROA of AIM. What does that mean? Okay. R stands for rules. Now you know. Okay. And O is of. Right. Rules of engagement. ROE, sorry. I got it wrong. Engagement. Engage. Not. Yeah. I think my spelling just left me. Okay. So I beg your pardon. Nobody failed. So you're good. Okay. I was wrong. I apologize. You see, you don't have to be really that smart to be successful. I'm a bit daft sometimes. But anyway, so listen, this is the thing. What are the rules of engagement here? What are we talking about? Rules of engagement. We talked about AIM. AIM is attitude. So what we're going to do is we're going to do mental fasting. We're going to do fasting. What do I mean by fasting? Let me explain it. So you're going to suspend your craving or your involvement in some of the things that are going to mess with your brain. So mental fasting, mental fasting. One of the most beautiful things about fasting is when you fast, your body heals. So when you fast from some of the things that have been damaging you mentally, your brain starts to recover. Your body starts to recover as your brain starts to recover. But before we talk about body, let's talk about brain. You have to do a mental cleanse. When you're doing a cleanse, part of the process is to deprive the body of some of the things that have actually been sort of, building up in the system, clogging those arteries and building, lumpy things and building, tumors in your body and stuff like that. When you starve the body, it starts to flush itself out. It starts to cleanse itself. But watch this. When you starve the brain starts to go, okay, this is good. So watch. So you're going to do what we call a mental fast. The mental fast involves you spending time quiet for like 15 minutes. Some of you can't do 5, but try. 15 minutes alone, quiet. You're not praying. You're not sitting in a position of whatever. You're not meditating. You are just quiet. Now, what you do, and this is something that's beautiful. If you learn how to do it, you can do it for an hour. And I'm telling you, you come out, it's like a blank canvas. It's so beautiful. Okay? So you think of a white piece of paper or something plain. That's all you think about. And you start to internalize and say, I'm just focusing on a plain sheet of paper. If you don't know how to do it, just get a plain piece of paper and just look at it. And look at it in a comfortable position for about 15 minutes. You're breathing, you're just looking at it. Okay? You're fasting from thoughts. You're fasting from thoughts. Stop thinking. Okay? One of the hardest things to do. Stop thinking. Pause. The reason why sometimes they say the best way to charge your phone is let it drain out completely. Don't start charging it when it's like 5% and then you start charging it. Just let it drain out, yeah? When you take your car, if you drive an old car and you take it for servicing, they drain everything, all the oil, everything out. They drain everything out. They flush it with some liquid and then they start again, all right? So you need to have a mental fast, okay? Mental fast, fasting. Completely pause your thinking for about 10 to 15 minutes a day. If you can do it 3 times a day, you're a genius. If you can do an hour, listen, man, people are going to be talking about you very soon. Mental fast. So stop thinking, right? The second fast that we're going to do, fasting. Yeah, fasting like, we're in Ramadan, or fasting like we're fasting as we're praying. Fasting, F-A. Yeah, okay, you got it. Okay, great. So the second one is fast from negativity. This, just do it for a week. Some of you, it's going to be hard, yeah? You may want to do it for a day. Try a day, I don't know. Fasting from negativity means that you actually decide, hey, Alela, Howard, Omolo, lots of people. I saw Miss Nyamera, it came on. There's lots of people, Godwin. Listen, let me tell you something. You need to say, I'm going to take a fast. I'm taking a break from negative people, negativity, anything that's negative. I'm just taking a break. So you decide, you can write down on a piece of paper things that make you feel bad. It's really simple. Negativity is very easy to identify. It's not like, diagnosis. There's no diagnosis. When it makes you feel bad, it's negative. So whether people love it, as long as it doesn't make you feel good, just ignore it. Just avoid it. Get out of it. And don't try and fight negativity. One of the worst things that we do psychologically is we try and fight things. You say, I want to stop this. No, don't try and stop something. Replace it with something that you like. To replace something is much easier than to get rid of it. Some of you know what I'm saying. To replace something is much easier, sometimes much quicker, much more fun than to actually trying to get rid of it. So if you have a really bad habit and you like smoking and you like holding your cigarette like this all the time, so what you do is don't say, oh, I'll never smoke or whatever. No, I'll never do that. You can get one of those pretend ones. That's why they made them, yeah? You see how it works, yeah? Psychologically, this is how it works. So they made these fake cigarettes I don't know, I can't remember what, they have a name, you know, it's really stupid. Like you're holding this thing and it's electric and you puff and then you're just telling your brain, I'm smoking, I'm still smoking. Am I good? It's like if you don't smoke, the brain says, I'm going to shut down. If you stop smoking today, I am quitting. So people just have to buy these electric, you know, cigarettes. Yeah. So it's much easier to replace something. And eventually they find out, they look at it, they say, this is really not a cigarette. They say, I'm so stupid. And they throw it away and then they go, you know what? I don't know why I was smoking before. So fast from negativity, and how you do it is you replace it with some new energy, new stuff, new things. Change your company, change your conversation. Don't call that person again. Don't text them. Don't reply to their messages. You don't even have to block them. You know, when they just send a message, just ignore it. And just instead of opening that one, open another one, right? Or just don't go on your text messages for a while. You know, just if 50 or 60, 70, 80% of what you get from your text messages is negativity, I don't think you need to go there. I usually say to people, how much money are you making by opening those messages? If you looked at my phone, you will laugh, because I've got emails that were sent to me, and there were people, not like, you know, spam. It's not like from companies. People sent them to me like 3 years ago. I've never opened them. And I'm going, you know, how much money do you make from that stuff? Like, you know, if it's a social conversation, but if it's a business email, this person, I don't know this person. And the only reason we should talk is because we can benefit each other. But there's no benefit. So why are you emailing me? Like, you know, 2 pages, you know? So people do that stuff. So replace the things that you don't like. The other thing the other way you can fast from negativity is procrastinate negativity. This is going to make you laugh. Every time something negative happens and you feel really mad, just say, I'm going to be angry, but I'm going to do it in an hour. I'm just going to save myself. Let me just I'm going to keep my mood, okay? And then in an hour's time, I'll replace it with a negative one. So right now I'm good. Like, you know, I know this person has upset me, and I'm supposed to be mad, but I do it later. Okay? When you delay things that are bad, you actually overcome them. Watch. If you're really, really bad at shopping, like whenever you go to the shops, whatever money you have, you just leave it at the shop. Every time you go to the shop, you spend money. This is what you do. This is how you procrastinate in a positive way. Just say, I'm going to buy this shirt, but I'll buy it later. And then something will happen, and, you know, there will be somebody that will just, you know, drive past the puddle and they splash you, and you run home and you go, yeah, and I was supposed to buy a shirt anyway. 2 weeks later, you go, oh my God, you know, I didn't buy that shirt. Just delay your expenses. Now, the same way you delay your expenses is the same way you should delay your anger. Delay your envy. You go, I'm going to feel really bad, you know, because I'm not like her. Like, I really hate her, but I'll do it in an hour. I'm feeling a little bit, a little bit guilty, but let me do it in an hour. Guilt is not a good feeling. If you're feeling guilty, just postpone it. Just say, what I'll do is at 8, I'm going to feel guilty. But right now, I'm cool. I'm just going to hold this space right now. So that's how you fast from negative. And then every time you do these practices, you laugh. You start laughing at yourself. You start saying, I can't believe that. You know, like, and then 8 o'clock, you can even set an alarm. You say, I'm going to set an alarm to be angry at 8. When the alarm goes off, be angry, you will start laughing. And then you realize that it's so stupid why we get mad. Do I do it? Of course I do. I get mad too. And then I go, you know what? You're so stupid. I'm really, really big at saying sorry, because I realize as soon as I say sorry, I've released myself. I've forgiven myself, and hopefully the other person has too. And if they haven't, they can drink the poison and hope that I would die. No, if you drink the poison, you would die, not me. You know what I mean? So really understand that. The other thing is ask yourself questions. So we're fasting mentally, yeah? Mental fast, yeah? Ask yourself questions like this, okay? This is a question I ask myself. What's good about this? Every time something happens to you, you ask yourself, what's good about this? What's good about this? Somebody comes, they go, man, you're so stupid. Now, remember, delay your anger. You go, okay, I'm going to get angry in an hour. Hold on. This guy just called me stupid. I'll get angry in an hour, yeah? So then you start having feelings that I want to kill this guy. So postpone that, yeah? Because in your head, you start going, man, I want to kill this guy. I'm going to grab him. Instead of grabbing him, just postpone it, right? So watch what then you do. Okay, you then ask yourself this question: what's good about this? What's good about it is, Danny, me, I have, anger issues. Like, I have real bad anger issues. So Danny, the angry guy, has been able to postpone anger for an hour. That's really good. That means I'm growing. I'm starting to grow up because I've been able to not be angry for an hour. This is really good. Oh my God, well done. Second question is, how much will this matter in 6 months? How much will this negative environment that I've allowed myself to roll in and to absorb in my energy, in my spirit, in my cells, how much of this, what is this going to do, or how is it going to matter in 6 months' time? That's a very, very powerful question. Next question. How do I want to feel? Ask yourself this question. You say, Danny, how do you want to feel right now? Man, it's a really, really good thing. When somebody really upsets you, and people will, because and people who don't know you will never upset you. It's your people. The people who are closest to you are the only people that can hurt you. Strangers can't hurt you. They don't know you. So only people that know you, you call acquaintances, family, friends, they're the people who can hurt you. So here's what you do. It's very simple. It's very simple. You haven't avoided negativity. You've replaced it with positivity. If you have a sibling that's really negative, go find the most positive one and hang out with them. And play chess and play cards. It will kill the other one. I've been looking for you. You think you're all that? And you're going, man, we're playing cards, I'm just going to postpone my anger to an hour. And then in an hour's time, I'm going to be mad at you. But right now, I'm good. I'm all right. You'll be amazed how it starts to change everything for you. And then you postpone it. Once you postpone it, you say, what's good about this? And then how much will this matter in 6 months? And then how do I want to feel right now? Listen, there's a process to progress. There's a process to progress. You don't just get up and get there. You have to get up and get going. And then, in the process, you're going to get done. And then you got there. That's how it works. Next question. How does this help me achieve my objective, my goal? Right? We're talking about mental fasting. Listen, if you do this exercise, I hope you're writing it down or you're going to watch this over again, but it's so important that you write this stuff down and you get it in, right? When you get it in, you'll be amazed. People will say, what's wrong with this person? They never get angry. They never get angry. You just say, yeah, I postpone and I forget. If you're extravagant, don't buy. Delay your expenses. You'll be amazed how much rubbish you don't buy. And then when you write it down, you say, I almost bought this, like a month later, you start saying, this is so stupid. Just take the money you're supposed to spend in that month on rubbish and put it in a place, spend it anyway, put it somewhere in a little box and spend it and spend it and spend it. And then at the end of the month, take it out because you're the shopkeeper and look at it and go, yeah, hey, Phoebe, hey, Krista, take it out, bring it out and then say, oh, this was supposed to be that stupid shirt. This was supposed to be that stupid bag. This was supposed to be another phone and my phone still works. And you're looking at it and you're saying, So if you wrote down the people that make you angry and you wrote down the time you're supposed to be angry, you even start setting an alarm. Just set an alarm that said, at 6 p.m. I'm going to get pissed off. You laugh your head off. When the alarm goes, get pissed off, get pissed. You start saying, what was that about, right? So that's really important. The other thing in terms of fasting from negativity is gratitude is a healer. Gratitude is a healer. Gratitude, gratitude, gratitude. Write down 5 a day. 5 a day. Just like they say, take 5 a day, 5 vegetables a day. If you're in red 5, I do 5 things a day. 5 a day. Watch. The best thing to do is to write down 5 things a day that you're grateful for. It's really powerful. What am I thankful for? Yeah? What am I thankful for? It's not hard. And some of you struggle to find 5. But then you forgot that you're breathing. Then you forgot that you're not in hospital. Then you forgot that you actually have a roof over your head. Then you forget that you actually had food. Then you forget that you actually, you can complain about things, with your mouth. Your mouth opens and, this sound comes out and you put it into some kind of different, raves, and then it makes words, and then you're able to speak and people understand you. You're forgetting that. You're forgetting that person who's really upsetting you, you can hear them. You're forgetting that. And you can also turn around and you can look at them and give them a bad eye. You're forgetting that. Gratitude is a healer. I am so grateful, man. I am so grateful. I saw a little thing that Liz sent me, and bless her when I didn't respond. I just saw it, just hit me so hard. I didn't respond. So she deleted it. She thought maybe I've upset Danny, so she deleted it, right? But it was saying there's this guy who was the chairman of Santander in Spain. He was in his 80s. He recently, unfortunately, passed away from corona. And, the daughter wrote something, said, my father died alone in a room, gasping for something which is absolutely free. It's called air. And all his billions were just looking at him. They were surrounding him. They could not buy it. And she was saying, live your life. It hit me so hard, I just went, yo, because I know Santander. I know it's a big company. It's one of the biggest banks in the world. One of the biggest financial institutions. This guy died in a room alone. He left all the billions. He was struggling for air, which is oxygen. He couldn't buy it. You can't buy oxygen. It's priceless. You can't measure it. It's like intuition. It's like attitude. You can't measure it. The best things in life are not quantifiable. They're not paid for. They're free. They're readily available. But yet we seek those things that we have to pay for. And usually they don't actually amount to anything. So gratitude is a healer. Okay. The other one, and we're making progress. Fast from TV. Have a TV fast. Like stop watching TV for a week. I know some of you, I'm telling you, you probably, go mad. Fast from TV. Now, I didn't say fast from watching things. I said fast from TV. TV, what do I call TV? News. News. Let me tell you something. If you spend 1 week without watching news, you'll be amazed. Nothing will change. There's not going to be anybody sitting on top of your roof all of a sudden. You go, there's a man on the roof. Because, why? You didn't watch news. Didn't you watch the news? There's supposed to be a man on the roof. I'm going, listen, that's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. You're not going to turn on the TV tomorrow and go, guys, listen, you didn't know? You didn't watch the news? Jesus is back. Huh? How come I didn't know? Because I haven't been watching the news. Are you kidding me? It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. So, starve from television for 1 week. You'll be amazed. You'll be absolutely amazed. Okay? The last two on emotion, on attitude, is change your emotional state. Learn to listen to your moods. Your feelings are your... Oh, man. Some of you got it. Some of you didn't get it. Your feelings are your GPS. Feelings say you're going in the right direction, rightville. Yeah? And then there's feelings that will say wrongville. Wrongville, you're going wrongville, wrongville. So anything that feels bad, that's wrongville. Anything that feels good, rightville. So as long as my spirit is saying to me, listen, I don't like this. I don't like this feeling. And I've asked myself these questions. What's good about this? Do you understand? How is this going to help me in 6 months? You understand? Is this contributing to my goals? I ask all these questions, How do I want to feel right now? When I start to ask myself those questions, guess what happens? I start to go, you know what? I don't need to go there. I don't need to go there. I don't need to go there. I'm good. I'm going to stay here. I don't need to go there. So do that. Like stop watching TV. Don't watch the news. Nothing is coming. Nothing is coming. Your feelings are your GPS. Listen to them. The last two things on attitude is, this is what I do. And this will shock you. I don't actually like comedy, but I watch it. I actually recently developed a fascination. I watch it. I go, I've been watching Chris Tucker. I've been watching, what's the guy's name? Ice Cube does these stupid movies that have comedy in them or whatever. And I watch those things, but I don't turn on the news, Watch comedy, laugh. Laughter has been known to cure cancer. Yes, I'm saying that. And I'm not saying that because I have scientific proof, but I have Google proof. You can go on and nobody's going to pretend that they got cured of laughter because nobody's selling laughter. It's not a commodity in any shop. So you can't say, oh, they paid him to sell laughter is good for you. Who's selling it? It's free. It's free, right? So I've seen cases of people, there's one particular one in Australia, the guy he laughed his way out of cancer. Laughter is anti-carcinogens. It's a cleanser. It just creates these beautiful, beautiful, hormones in your body. It just revitalizes your body. You feel good. You get fired up. You get excited. People go, whoa, why are you so happy? And as you're doing that, your trillions and trillions of body cells start to record that data saying, this is beautiful. We're in a state of elation. We are so happy. When you have happy soldiers, they fight happy for you. They're well fed, they're nourished. This good emotion that you're sending is actually food for those cells. So they start to go, I like this. I want to stay in this state. So therefore, as long as I'm in this state, man, we're good. So cancer comes, bang, they slap, they go, listen, man, just back off. I'm strong. I'm ready. So you need to understand it's a simple analogy, very simple process. Yeah. Go watch some comedy. And just laugh and just enjoy it. And just laugh like a baby, crack your ribs. I've seen people, man, I go, you smiled. When they smile, it's almost like this part of their body is about to chip away. What happened? I haven't smiled for 15 years, man. You just almost had me smile. No wonder you're tense and you're toxic. Just laugh. Just have a good time. Don't take yourself too seriously because at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter. It's all about having life in your life. Last thing about comedy. So watch comedy. Listen to some soothing music. And I'm not talking about what you like. Some of you like your Luganda music, Swahili music, French, whatever you're into, R&B, all that kind of stuff. I'm not talking about listen to your favorite music. I'm talking about soothing music. When you go to a spa, you don't say to the person, listen, you have a little bit of Bob Marley there. Like, give me Bob Marley. In fact, let me give you a selection. Is that what you do? You don't go Jamaican on them, right? They just put on there's music that's very good for your health. So guess what? When you play that music, you can hear the waterfalls. Your body's saying, whoo, this is so good. But if you have, I shot the sheriff in the background, the guy is massaging you, you're going, you shot the sheriff, man. I'm telling you, it's not good. So get into some soothing music. Get into some music that's going to get you in a mood where you're relaxed, yeah? Paula, Eunice, how you doing? Francesca, ciao. So this is really, really important. And then one other tip on attitude is go into nature. I know you're in quarantine, wherever you are, whichever part of the world, just find a place near your place. There's always going to be something, a banana plantation, some trees, just find something. And it doesn't have to be clean. It doesn't really matter. Just go in nature. Go in nature, smell that stuff, that stuff that's coming in the air because there's bananas rotting everywhere. Smell that stuff. Just feel life. Go into nature. Listen to some trees and grab some of that oxygen that's coming because, if you're in a polluted environment all the time, it's very toxic for you. Go into nature and walk and sweat. Walk for miles. Walk for miles and just run across the see frogs and see stuff. Go into nature. Go see the water. Go listen to the sound of the water. Do something. But get out of the concrete jungle. That's where we get a lot of stress. And for most of you in your traditional languages, the word stress doesn't even exist. When you say, tell me stress in your local dialect, they go, stretch or stretch. What'd you say? Stretch? No, stress. The word stress is acquired. It's acquired. It's an acquired culture. We're inheriting cultures whose consequences we don't understand, and there are words that we have in our language that are actually very beautiful in different, whether it's African or American or whatever. It doesn't matter. Each country, continent, they have their words that are very rare to find in other places. Usually the words that are most predominantly spoken about, or words that are most pronounced or most used words, define the environment of the area you live in. I'm going to let that one breathe. The words that are most used in speech in a particular area, they determine the environment that you live in. They're part of, they're indicative of the area you live. So if you live downtown Chicago and you hear the word gunshot, yeah, they even have, then it becomes so big, they give it an acronym. They say they smoked the guy. Or smoked, yeah, okay. So when you're downtown Chicago, you say, what does it mean, smoke a guy? When you ask that question, they slap you and then they pull a gun and say, this guy must, like, who is this guy? Do you understand? There's some things that are consistently spoken about with people who live in shanty towns. They have like a name for sewage. Those little things that pass their little houses. So they call it something. They go, yeah, something, I live near A. They have a name for it. So when you start saying stress, that means you live in an environment. There are people in the villages, in some, really rural areas in Africa. They don't know the meaning of stress. They go, what does that mean? I've never heard of that word. So then in Rwanda, they start saying, uran stressa. Because they can't say in Kinyarwanda, because there's no word like stress in Kinyarwanda, right? So you need to be very careful. Like, just, do those things, have a mental fast. In terms of intake, now I'm going to be really quick with this one. So intake, it's really two things. One is you're going to fast for 2 days. You can have a liquid fast where you drink water until about 7 and then you eat after that. Your body needs a rest. You need to stop so that the body can flush out some of the rubbish that you're carrying in your system. And I'm not saying you in particular, I'm just saying anybody who's listening to this. You've overfed your body on oils and lots of other things and, hormones and stuff in meats and milk and stuff like that. You need to flush that stuff out of your system. So spend the day drinking water, the whole day, 2 days, that's it. And then in the evening, you can have a little salad and a small snack, and then the next day. You'll be amazed. The first day you have headaches, it's going to be very difficult, but it doesn't really matter because if the doctor said if you eat something before 7, you'll die, you will do it anyway. So part of healing our body is actually fasting. Fasting is one of the healthiest things you can actually do to your body. So twice a week for a month, if you can do that, that would be great. Twice a week for a month, don't eat oil. Or if you're really good, don't eat oil for an entire week. No oil in your food. Just get rid of it. Okay, and if you don't know how to do it, we can teach you. We have a company that does that. That's what we specialize in. All our cooking is no oil, no water. So, if you want to learn how to do that, you can, just contact me on the, just send me a message in my DMs and I'll be able to respond to you and I'll put you in touch with my team. But here's what's important. No oil, reduce the amount of milk you're taking. I don't want to go into milk. Some people get really excited and sensitive about milk. But you want to reduce on that. You also want to reduce on the meat intake, just in moderation. If you eat meat, then don't eat too much. And really start eating as much live food as possible. Food that's planted and grown is actually better than killed food. So you want to eat live food for life, not dead food for, you can finish that yourself. Okay, make sure you have a rainbow in your salad. Drink lots of water. I think for a man it's so many liters and 2 or 3. I don't know. I can't remember the amount. But you have to drink lots and lots of water for a man and for a woman. And it's different amounts for a woman. I don't know why, but they say men are supposed to sleep for like 7 hours, women for 9 hours. I don't know why. I don't know the difference. But anyway, this is a good one. Just don't drink Coke. Don't drink Coke. Don't drink when I say Coke, anything that's like fizzy drink or processed drinks, if you can cut them out for a week, you would text me after a week. But drink lots of water, super hydrate, because 70% of our bodies is water. So you might as well drink clean water and plenty of it to flush your system. 2 days fasting, and you drink lots of water. Avoid oil at all cost. Reduce on your intake of milk or cut it out for a week. And then, cut down on the dead stuff, the meats, and focus on plant-based diet. You feel like a superstar. It's funny because most boxers, the big ones, most wrestlers, the wrestlers you see in WWE or whatever, and the gladiators, they were all vegetarians. All of them. The best athletes in the world are vegetarian. So I'm not saying stop meat. You can continue to have your meat, but in moderation. And if you're going to have lots of meat, make sure you have lots of live food as well. So they can go in your body and fight. Make sure there's space for two, 50-50. And let's see who wins the battle. But one of them will defend you. One of them will help you be consumed by those pathogens in your body. So be careful. Be careful. Sugar, stop sugar. Like, just don't drink sugar for a week. Just don't do it. Just don't drink sugar for a week and then find out. And let me tell you, nothing is going to happen to you that's bad. But something good will happen to you. If you don't drink sugar, you're not going to go, oh my God, my body's so... Like right now, I was having fits yesterday because I didn't drink sugar. No. That's what you think. You're going to have, obviously cravings for sugar because a lot of your body cells now are so alert. They're carrying all these germs and viruses and bacteria and whatever. There's another one called protozoa or something. They're carrying all those things, right? And they're ready to feed. What do they feed on? Sugar. So they're looking for sugar. Now, when they get hungry, what do babies do when they get hungry? They cry. So you have an army of these pathogens inside your body crying, going, I need sugar, I need sugar. When they start crying, they make noise for you, go, okay, somebody give me, I need some tea, and put 5 spoons of sugar. Because the villi of those things is open. They're looking for food. They're going, yeah, and then the sugar comes, they go, yes. And then when they get it, they keep as much of it as possible because they don't know when you're going to take sugar next. But if you starve them, they will die. I'm talking about germs in your body. I'm not talking about anything. So some of you may get this halfway and you go, who's going to die? The germs, the bad stuff in your body, right? So cut down on sugar drinks. Don't drink any sugar. And the last one is... maybe you can do it. I don't know. Try it. Just cut down on the alcohol or just don't do it. Just don't do it for a week. You're fasting, isn't it? You're fasting. The doctor told you, if you pretend I was a doctor, because I'm not a doctor. I'm not a doctor. I'm not licensed to tell you what to do with your life. These are just suggestions, right? But pretend I was some professor. Okay, now don't pretend. Stop pretending I'm not a professor. So if I had the authority or somebody of authority told you not to do those things, you stop doing them. So cut down the alcohol. Cut down for 1 week. This is just a weekly thing because on Wednesday we're going to review it. Some of you are going to tell us, yeah? And the last fast is, this is very, very good. Fasting from laziness. Fast from laziness. Okay? This is a very difficult one. So we're fasting from negativity. We're procrastinating. We do not want to get involved in anything negative. We'll do it later. We're fasting for our body. Okay? Our body. And then we're fasting from laziness. So what I want to encourage everyone to do for at least 1 week, even if it's just 1 week, start walking. The first day you'll be out of breath. The second day you'll be like, I can't believe I'm doing it again. The third day you start to feel better. I promise you. So start walking and then have a brisk walk. And then from brisk walk, start to kind of jog a little bit, move your limbs a little bit. And then the 4th day, you may start, doing this. And then within 2 weeks, you go, did I just see Bob run? I saw Bob running, right? So slowly. Don't rush into doing it. Some of you see someone on TV and you go, did you see Jenna? Or did you see whatever they call them, the Kardashians, or these people that are, they're TV personalities, right? And then you see them going like this on the treadmill, and they only do it for like 5 seconds, and then the camera just, they edit the movie to look like they're doing it forever. I've seen it. I've seen some of them are edited, and the person, and you're watching it for 5 minutes, and she's doing this, and you go, wow. And some of you have never run a day in your life. And you go, I saw Jenna do that. Do you know what Diddy does every morning? Diddy runs for like 3 hours. Listen, if you check the clips, some of them are like edited, and it looks longer. So don't just go kill yourself. Take your time. Start slowly and build up. Start slowly, build up. Exercise is not a gym. You can just, step up, down, step down, or whatever. As long as, the only way I always explain this to people is make sure you give each muscle in your body an opportunity to have some kind of movement during the day. It's very hard. There's so many of them. Yeah. But, if you're sitting down and you're doing this, you're actually exercising. And then if you start doing this, you're also exercising. This joint is working. If you start doing this, you're also exercising. You're stretching, right? So it's not really about getting ready, set, go. No, you can do exercises from wherever you are. Roll your foot left and right. You just keep doing that. Those muscles are moving. You need to move your muscles. That's the most important thing. So do that for a week, and then speed up. Speed up your pace. Like if you're walking, just walk really fast. Walk really, really fast. You're going to feel so much better. I promise you. It's so important that you start just really slowly. Don't go kill yourself. Don't say, hey, Roberto, Mr. Finn. So it's very important that you don't do that. The last one is on physical exercise. Some of you find this easier than everything else, okay? Just dance, man. Just dance. And it's beautiful because we're in quarantine. People are just fed up. Sometimes people sleep. The whole house is sleeping. Just go in your room, put on some music, and dance like a maniac. Dance, sweat. Your heart is pumping. You don't even look good when you're dancing, but nobody really cares because nobody's watching you. And you're so excited and you dance. And people go, man, what were you doing? You go, I was just dancing. When you dance, you're happy as well. Some of you, I know it's hard to be happy. Happiness just, you have a repulsion for happiness. It's like, I have immunity to that. Happiness? No, I'm immune to that. So listen, this is really important. This is really, really important stuff. Yeah. And one of the other things, some of you live in Africa and you're very blessed with this. Yeah. One of the things you can do in terms of fasting for your, fast from laziness and get your body in motion or whatever, get things happening, is to feel the rain on your skin. Feel the rain on your skin. I'm telling you, like, I've seen people like in different countries, even in snow, they're walking around in a white t-shirt, especially these builders and those guys who do that kind of work. They're not really that afraid of the weather. They go, I'll do whatever I want. Just, do you want to call? No, I'm good, and they're usually good because their belief system says there's no problem, right? But in Africa, what I've seen in most countries, when it rains, people park their cars. They stop driving. I'm going, what are you doing? They're going, it's raining. And I go, so what? Drive, right? And I'm not saying this to be disrespectful. I'm African. I'm here. I'm in Africa now. But I'm telling you, like, just feel the rain. Let the rain, touch your skin a little bit. And if you're in a place that has, there's no tarmac or whatever, it's a dusty place, it hits the dust, it goes in, that stuff is, those are the antibodies that you're building. Your body says, man, this person needs a lot of ammunition, yeah? So they will build the strength in your system. Feel the rain on your skin. There's nothing wrong with that. This stuff of, as soon as you see the rain, everybody takes off. Oh my God, I need shelter. From what? From water. From water. It's good for you. I'm telling you, it's really, really good for you. And then top up on your smile, top up on your enthusiasm. It's not going to hurt you, I promise you. For 1 week, just do that. So AIM is attitude. It's intake, physical stuff we put in our body, things we inhale. And then, of course, things we put in our brain. So it's anything that goes in, that's intake. And then movement is exercise. So those three entities, when you put them together, your AIM Your aim is to live a holistic life. And you cannot be successful if you're not healthy. You cannot be successful if you're always unhappy and miserable. People don't want to do business with miserable people. And it doesn't matter if it's a handyman that comes to your house and you're really, really a miserable person and you abuse people. They go, can I have a cup of tea? You go, what cup of tea? Bring your own tea. Listen, they're not coming back to fix your house, right? And probably that's why your company didn't work out. That's why you're at home. So it's the important thing to remember is happiness has the potential to make you wealthy. But wealth does not necessarily make you happy. But cash does help. Cash helps. I've seen miserable people that are they're really, really loaded, and then eventually, something happens, and they call it karma. Things happen, and you go, yeah, I knew it. The guy was always miserable anyway. If you treat people bad, somehow, this thing comes back to you. So protect your mind, protect your body, and protect your attitude. Protect your brand. Don't talk trash. Don't be a person that's actually the one that dishes out the gossip. Because I'm saying to you, avoid negativity. Some of you have to avoid yourselves. I know. I'm sorry. Some of you have to avoid yourselves. You're the one. You're the one that when they see your phone number, they go, I can't believe he's calling me. No, some of you have to fire yourselves. Yeah, if people are usually ready to run away from you, the problem is not those people. You're the common denominator. Why does everybody hate me? Because it's you. Because you're there. You're the common denominator. I don't know why. People always think that I'm this kind of person. Because it's you. You're the common denominator. I don't know why people think they can always pick on me. Because it's you. You are the one that's actually inviting these things. So you've got to check yourself. And when you check yourself, let me tell you something. The whole world just comes, falling at your feet. I'm telling you. So I'm going to challenge you all to do these practices. I know some of you came in a bit late. Play it back. It will make sense. You'll understand the whole essence of AIM, why we did this topic. And then what I want to do is next week, I want to talk about business. Wednesday, we're going to have a Lose Your Mind session. It's going to talk about business. We're going to talk about doing business in today's market right now because people think the market is closed. The market is not closed. The consumables are constant. People will eat. People will continue to sleep. People will continue to have, the basic essentials. So you have to sort of tailor your business around the new supply chain. What's going on in the market? Where's the gap? Where do I reposition myself? You may not have to change your product, but you may have to change your approach. You may not have to change your product, but you may have to look for a different set of clients. Yeah, things have changed. Things are changing, and some people are going to have new, propensities when it comes to consumerism, or things that they need to be produced in masses to be supplied. So now, all of a sudden, from nowhere, mass companies are making millions of dollars. That's a change that we didn't envisage. But I can promise you, even after COVID, there's going to be people stacking masks. So just the same way they buy soap and they buy deodorant, they say, did you buy the kids' masks? Yeah, okay. Put them in that place, the usual place. It's like we're going to be living in that kind of era. So there's new demands that are coming in. And I want to talk about that tomorrow. I've been studying a lot of that. Where do we go now to plow our business and continue to actually, be very successful? And if you're really, really, really smart and astute, you're going to make 3 times, 10 times more money than you've been making, because the changes that are happening are seemingly bad for most people. And there are people who have been caught, and there are people who, unfortunately, it was tragic for them. But let me tell you that the shift that's happening is actually going to be very good for those who are aware and they're willing to actually work in changing themselves. So if you have any questions, drop them in. If you don't have any questions, we're good. I'm done, for today. I really want to thank you for the last 3 sessions that we've had. They were fantastic. I've had some amazing responses. My inbox is full of people saying some amazing things that it's transformed their lives. And that's all I ever want. Really, all I want is to share my experiences, to share my story, and to share my the approach or the method or the attitude that I use to actually overcome some of these things, because nobody is promised a clean slate where you go, I'm going to just press a button and then my history is gone and I'm now a new person. No, 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 no. We can forget the past. We've done it. We've all screwed up so many times over. But the beautiful thing is it can all be forgiven and you can all be very successful, and hopefully you can pay it forward. And that's really what Lose Your Mind is about. So invite your people. If you want to join the tribe, it's very simple. Just like this page, the Lose Your Mind page. We're going to be having some really good things going on. There's a couple of people that I'm going to be inviting to be speaking with us. There's going to be some of you that are going to engage in some of the conversations that we're running. So you can start to see the success stories that we've built over the years with some really young people that are shakers and movers. We have young people in business that are making a lot of money. So we now have a culture where we know you could be 25 and, financially free. And that's really beautiful. And that's really my intention to train people and to heal people through behavior. You learn and unlearn, and you go back, you reset yourself, you can be super, super successful, I promise you. Because I come from failure and I come from poverty. I have a PhD in poverty. I understand it. I know the streets. I know everything about having zero money and actually finding out. Imagine working for somebody and then at the end of the month they go, you owe me money. You go, what do you mean? They go, you are so bad, you actually need to pay me what I was supposed to pay you in salary. So you start thinking, I need to burn the place down and all this kind of stuff. I've been through that stuff. I can tell you stories that will just spin your head. So I know where some of you are. Some of you are doing really well, exceptionally well. This is not about bank balance. This is about mental balance. Once you have the mindset, the bank balance will actually tally up with your mindset. God bless you. Have a great one. Thank you for listening.